the magic.
Let me see what I have in my wallet. 2, 3, and we make him move. And he goes up like this much.
Hey everyone, welcome to the second episode of the Life Actually podcast. I'm your host Maria Lopes and I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm joined by a lifelong family friend of mine, Mr. Richard Cook, aka Jonni Majik. Would you like to say hello to our 3 viewers?
Hi folks, Jonni Majik here, nice to meet you.
Now why don't you tell us a little bit about what it is you do? Whether it doesn't have to just be the magic thing, it could just be like everyday life stuff as well.
Okay, well, to start with, I am a marketing manager, social media management, to be honest. It's all comprised of doing a lot of management, content creation, being as a career that I have, being a professional photographer. That has led me into this avenue where I've learned all these different things from marketing strategy, all these different things. So it's a challenge, but I love it because it takes me into a whole different realm of how marketing works. Apart from being a photographer also, as you said, I also do magic. A few years back, turned professional. It was really, really fun. But for me, I think that derived from me wanting to make people laugh. I was always that kind of kid growing up, I was a class clown, doing things to make people laugh, let people really enjoy looking forward to a magic trick. Hey, what are you going to do today to make me laugh and to make me smile, take away my troubles, kind of thing?
Yeah, it really is a nice sentiment. And would you say that's what kind of inspired you to get into magic in the first place, especially in a place like Trinidad where it might not be the easiest thing to do per se? You wanted to make people laugh, give them a sort of escape from their mundane lives. So would you say that that's what inspired you to sort of go into magic, even though it might not be the easiest avenue?
Well, funny you ask that, because really and truly, when I look at how we live in a world today, if you kind of realize there's stress, everybody always stressed, everybody always under pressure. So I realized, you do something out of the blue and you make somebody laugh, you make somebody throw them off their game, it's like, hey, wow. But you see, the thing is with Trinidadians, what I like about Trinidadians, we like to mako, and we like to be in everything. And what I like about magic, it's different. It's different to the point that it's more popular abroad, it's not as popular here. So my goal is to kind of change that up, make it part of fun, because we as a people, we are fun people, right? Despite of all what's going on, I think the true nature of our culture is we are fun, happy-go-lucky people. We would like to make a comfortable peace.
Yeah.
People happy during the day. People don't like to be stressed out, because, to be honest, when I was younger, I used to get real ballistic in my head with people with this laid-back attitude. Like I remember when big hurricane was coming to Trinidad.
Yep.
And it's like when you're looking for people to lock down people by the bar, they're like, what you doing? Man, take a drink now, what are you worrying about? And like, what the hell wrong with you? It's a hurricane coming, but that's how we are, and that's another thing we love to be entertained, right? And Trinidad now, we have this thing with magic. I realize, like, wow, what the hell? How you do that? I mean, sometimes I do some tricks and people just freak out and go running down the road and all kind of thing because they cannot believe what they just saw, you know what I mean? But the reaction itself shows that, people enjoy, a good time, having a good time, being all about free and carefree, and I think that I always keep coming back to that. I think that's our culture. That's what it's always going to be about. And if we can maintain that with high productivity, we'll be an amazing place.
Yep, and that's definitely something that's always perplexed me about Trinis in particular, the happy-go-luckiness, the laid-backness in the midst of a hurricane. So it's funny you say that. Well, that led me to wonder, what's one funny story, one particular story that you'd have about someone's reaction to a magic?
Well, actually, it's about her brother, right?
My brother.
Yes, your brother. When I was starting off doing birthday magic parties and stuff, so all excited to do your brother's magic show, and your mom, your dad, everybody's excited, all your friends, and then the birthday boy, which is your brother Christian, He's sitting there and I'm there. Now, as a performer, you're performing for a party and the guest of honor or the kid or whatever, that's the one you're supposed to focus on. So I'm there performing, focusing on this little dude. And here it is when it's time to get him to react. Everyone's like, wow, when you look at Christian. You like it? Mm-hmm. And I tell you, that was the most toughest magic show I performed. Because if the boy wasn't impressed, we need to find out later, that's how Christian is. So I'm like, okay, at least I did my job right.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Yeah.
I know in any sort of freelance work, that probably would have taken you into some interesting places, whether it be a performer or a photographer. So has it caused you to go anywhere interesting or meet anyone famous or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. Well, with the photography, I've had the privilege of working here and up the Caribbean and in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the privilege of meeting a few people. I met my mentor in photography. His name is Patrick DeMarcheli. That's the guy who's responsible for the Vogue covers.
The Vogue covers.
Yeah, back in the day, the people like, you might remember, but back then there was something called the supermodels. Cindy Crawford and Naomi Campbell, all these people.
Love Naomi.
Yeah, they were the like top of the line to photograph, and he was the guy that kind of brought them to stardom. I met him. I also met Naomi Campbell one day when I was an intern at the studio I used to work in in New York, and then I walked in and she was all there. Are you Richard? Like, yeah. Hi, Miss Campbell. She's like really tall. It's like, wow.
Oh, that's the one I'm jealous of. I wanted to be just like her when I was little.
You know what I mean? I had the privilege of meeting Halle Berry when she came to Trinidad, and I was doing the photography for a video that with an American pop star that came here. I had the privilege of being the official photographer in the Trinidad division for the Miss Universe that came to Trinidad, I think is in 2000. So I got to meet some celebrities here, from Evander Holyfield to Jack Wagner and a few others, you know. But the magic now, I mean, when I started magic, I mean, it was nice. I met Shin Lim. He's like one of the top magicians in the world right now. And I performed in Times Square. That's where everybody goes, you know. So we have this thing, we do a walk around and we entertain people. And there's this other place called Rogue Magic Theatre in Queens. That was pretty cool. Real enjoyed. That was real fun. So I have a few stuff here I can remember for now.
Yeah, speaking of said tricks, enough of the practical, boring stuff. Let's see what everyone's actually here for. The magic.
Let me see what I have in my wallet. Ooh. Sorry, I've been told I'm a hot magician. You know how it is. So let me show you something. I've been practicing teleportation.
What's that in your hand?
See what I mean? I've been practicing teleportation, right? You have to start very small. As you know, teleportation is where you can actually move stuff from one point A to point B.
Of course.
Right, just like that. So you have to start small, right? So look, I'm starting small. What if I was to tell I could teleport this rubber band with these two fingers, from these two fingers to these two fingers, without actually doing that? So look, I put it in here. And then to make things interesting, look, we're gonna seal it down. So you see it can't come out, right? Now watch this. Don't blink, huh? Whatever you do not blink. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
You see, my problem is I'm too prideful for this. Like, I know that there'll be a way he did it, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. But my mind just blocks out being impressed.
Well, actually, I can teach you this one. So now I'll give you a little insight of how magic works, right? Magic is all about two things: telling a great story and misdirection.
A great story.
Yeah. So the stories I tell you, I can teleport. I can learn to do teleportation. So I'm starting off small. So I'm telling you the story about teleportation. So again, I showed you, put it onto my fingers. I can make it teleport from these two fingers to these two fingers without actually doing that. Right? Now the misdirection is I say to you, hey, but look, to make it even more interesting, I'm going to lock it in. So it's misdirect because to your eyes, look, it can't come out, right? It's locked in. Yeah? Right. And I say, okay, give the rubber band a stretch. And I go 1, 2, 3, and bam.
Yeah, but it would be able to come out like this way.
There you go. She figured it out. You see? She figured it out. So that's how it works. So what you do is you stretch and you put it like that behind your fingers. And when you lift like this,
Right.
so you see it literally comes.
So you're saying that most magicians will gather in a cave somewhere to make a blood oath that they can't ever reveal their secrets?
You know? That, to be honest, when I first got into magic, I thought I was that, because there's this guy called Chris Angel, who's my mentor. He's one of the reasons I got into magic, because his work is really, really
Yeah,
amazing.
he's the one that did the walking on water trick.
Yes. And the way he used to perform these magic tricks, I was like, same thing I was saying, I wonder if this magic thing is really devil thing. And that's Trinidadians too. Magic is devil thing.
Oh,
devil
yeah.
thing. Oh yeah, well I have a story to tell you later about that devil thing when I did a magic trick in Trinidad. But anyway, but that's the thing. I thought of that too. And when I got into magic, I discovered, and I had a big laugh when I realized that magic is really made up of 2 things, or 3 things, as I said: telling a great story, misdirections, and physics.
Physics.
Physics, yeah.
The thing I'm terrible
Physics. I mean, you'll be surprised how many things apply the laws of physics in magic. But I will leave it there, because we have a few engineers out there who know how physics are applied to magic, and they're going to sell me out. So we don't go down that road. I have to keep my craft a secret, right?
All the keyboard warriors in the comment section.
Yes, you understand? But the thing is, that's the beauty about magic. It's so simple behind the scenes, but yet when you're seeing it being performed, your brain is like, wow. Because you see, our brain is designed for logic. Logically, when you see something happening that does not make sense, it becomes illogical. So that's where your brain goes into a tailspin. You understand? So again, continuing with these rubber bands, look like another one. For example, I actually brought something here, a little ring. Right? Another perfect example to show you how to mess with your mind. Right? So let's use this one. I don't know if it's going to work. Let me hope it works. Again, telling you a story, right? What if I was to tell you gravity? Now you realize when you do this, gravity, no matter what I do, it always come down, right?
Right.
So what if I was to tell you I could try to defy gravity? Watch this. After 3. 1, 2, 3, and move. Slowly moving, slowly moving. You seen it?
Yeah, I've seen this one so many times and just
Slowly
cannot
moving,
explain
slowly
it.
moving, slowly moving, slowly moving, slowly. And look, it's all in the center. And you see, I never stretch my hands. Now again, physics, right? Again, tell this story about gravity. You put it in like this, right? And you do like that. You shake it up and down. But what you're not seeing that I'm doing while I'm doing that, I'm grabbing extra rubber band under my hands, stretch it like this, and what I'm actually doing is
releasing
this
that
rubber
part.
band here to go like that for it to move. And by the time you get your finger up, now you see, before you're like, wow, now you realize, oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right, figured it out.
I figured there'd be some sort of explanation for it, but I'm just I'm mad I couldn't figure it out myself because
the
that's
thing,
so
it's
obvious.
So simple. The whole schematics behind it is so simple, but yet it just mind blowing. Actually, there's a saying in magic that I love: pack small, play big. You know, so you see something, this something so small, but it goes wow.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so like example, Trinidadians, they love money. Money tricks, anything to do with money. What it is Trinidadians have with money tricks, I do not know. Actually, 2 things they love: money and things move.
Things move.
Making things move, yeah, because they think it's obia. Yeah, it's not. Everything is obia, some kind of devil thing according to you, but it's all of it. So actually, speaking of money, check this out. We have 2 bills. We have the old bill and we have the red bill. Here, you use that. So I'll teach you how to
Let's
do a
pocket
magic
this
trick,
real
right? Check
quick.
this out.
Okay.
Ready? So you hold it like this.
Hold it like this.
Show the audience, right? And this is what you do. You fold it like this.
Like,
Yeah. Now, you see, the thing is, Trinidadians always say, why take $1 and turn it into $100? But what I'm going to show your audience today, I'm going to turn $1. I'm going to teach you how to turn $1 into $100, but I'm going to turn my dollar into $1,000 right before your eyes.
All right.
Right? So for that, put your hands like this. Right? Now, right? Show the audience and go 1, 2, 3. Now, look, I have a Visa US card. What you have?
Still $1.
See?
Story of my
I'm
life.
the magician. You're the presenter. Yeah. So, you know, but you can have it.
Thank
Use it
you.
later. You'll let me know how you like it, right?
Yeah. I use it in Disneyland to buy a chicken nugget.
And another thing that Trinidadians like to, as I say, is to see things move. So check it out. This fella.
That looks like Obia.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why I have it in a box, because it does move, right? But I'll show you how it works. Now, as you see, I want you to examine it. You know, you Trinidadians like to make sure.
It is in fact a stick.
Little stick man, right? Exactly. It's called a little stick man. So check this out. I'm going to take him. I'm going to put him right here like this. Now watch this. So the audience can see, right? Now watch this. 1, 2, 3, and we make him move. And he goes up like this much. And there's no strings.
No strings, folks.
Yeah, see, look. And then you come and you move him like that. And then boom. There you go. So 2 things. They like to see money and things move. And as I said, he moved. That's why I have to keep him in the box. Because sometimes in the night I wake up and I go across for midnight snack in the fridge, she's on the counter.
Yeah, that one we're not getting an explanation for, are we? I mean, you still need a career at the end of the day.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. The tricks were
you.
certainly entertaining,
The
and we had a
pleasure was
great
mine.
conversation.
Yes, yes.
All right, folks, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that episode, and I can't wait to see you next time where you tune in for the next one, because you will, or else I will come to your house and strangle you in your sleep. I went to like a family gathering in that one time. I swear everyone looked at me like I was wearing a sombrero. And I'm like, I thought that this would have been like a nice baby step to like thinking about my style. But like, I'm telling you, people are not, Trinidadians are creatures of habit, basically.